Hello everyone, Creeping War here, and welcome to my Rightness Fire custom crit Scion. This character is really powerful and it's a lot of fun to play. So I'm gonna go over my passive skill tree, and I'm gonna go over my gear and my gems I'm using. And this time I'm going to be much more clear than I had in other videos. So let's go right into it. So starting with the passive skill tree. Starting as Scion and went for the life. And by the way, I'm going to post a link to the skill trees you can watch for yourself later. Went for the life here, life region, take shaper. I went for the, I was leveling up as a melee character, so I took combat stamina. I only taken these notes here, these these 3 life notes here. To get faster down here, I took taken the other life notes as I'm leveling up in higher level. Get the strength here. Went for Heart of the Warrior, Warrior's Blood. I actually like to take Diamond Skin if I am here. And I took Barbarism because Barbarism is very, very good. You must have it if you're gonna run Rightness Fire. I went for Master of the Arena for the life region, and actually the strength actually gave me some extra life. I went take Bravery, Art of the Gladiator. I took Fury Bolts. I took Fury Bolt in later game, because when I've taken Art of the Gladiator, I was waiting a little bit before I went down here to take Golem's Blood. When I went up here, Elemental Ad Libitum, I took it in later game. It's a really good note if you're using a lot of spells and they're hitting in different times. So you will do more damage if you're using this one. I don't like Energy Shield, but this is the best route I could get. Went up for Night Stalker, Cold Hawker Calculation, Assassination, Quickness, Sniper, Coordination, Blood Sculption, and Trickstery. Also went for Depth Perception and took Blood Drinker. And I am an evasion build, so I use Acrobatics. And I use Face Acrobatics as well. And another thing with acrobatics is actually lowering my energy shield, because in this build you don't want energy shield. Energy shield is actually something who destroys the build. Where if you have too much energy shield, you can't use your Rightness Fire. So now we're gonna go over my gear. As a dagger, the most important thing you can get it is attack speed and crit chance. That's all you need to get. If you're gonna have something, if you have a dagger with high crit chance and high attack speed, try to, if you can't, also try to get a dagger with spell damage on, or with spell damage on, crit multiplier, critical strike chance for spells, all of that. That will increase your damage. I'm using Rat's Nest. It's a powerful crit helmet, and pretty much the best one you can have. It's not that expensive either. Using this amulet here, nothing special. It has some life and some good resistance. But I want to, I really should get one with accuracy on, because my accuracy is a little bit low. I'm using Rise of Phoenix. You must have this shield if you're gonna run Arctic Armor. No, what I'm saying, sorry, Rightness Fire. I'm using these boots here. They are armor, but I'm thinking about changing this to evasion boots instead. It will make much more difference, and it will be more defensive for me. But this is the boots I have right now. Using this ring here. It's actually a crit ring. If you can get, you try to get 2 crit rings on you. It increases and this increases my life and resistance. So a pretty nice ring actually. Using a 6-linked armor, but you can use a Tabarasha, which are a unique armor which always have 6-linked socket, white 6-linked sockets. You can just swap out whatever spells you want to use. You can use whatever spell you want with that armor. But I'm using this one because I want them to be a little bit more defensive on me. I'm using this ring here. It's a pretty nice ring, good resistance on it. I'm using these gloves here. I'm sorry for that poster. I'm using these gloves here. It increases my crit chance and crit multiplier. These are pretty nice gloves. You don't must have it. You can use a rare glove instead, which increases your life, but your crit chance will be low. And I'm using a really good defensive leather belt here. As much life as I can get to one, and a good amount of resistance. And that's pretty much it. So now I'm gonna go over my the skill gems I'm using. I try to be as precise as possible. I'm using Spectral Throw, a level 1 Spectral Throw, quality 20. It must be a level 1 because you can't sustain mana cost if you have it in more any more level than 1. It is supported by greater multiple projectiles and cast on critical strike, obviously. Try to get some quality if you can on your greater multiple projectiles and cast on critical strike. It really increases your attack speed and crit chance. As the spells I'm using Arctic Breath. It's a very powerful spell. I'm using Arch. And I'm using Fireball. That's the most damaging setup you can have, but you can swap out all of these spells for other spells in the tree. For other spells to using. Just try to experiment a little bit and see what you find is the most fun to use. And every combination is nice to use. Well, remember using Elemental Religium, so if you're gonna use 2 spells to do the same type of damage, like 2 cold spells, spec out from Elemental Religium, because and then the Elemental Religium will do more harm and good for you. And my setup for my Rightness Fire, Rightness Fire is supported by increased AoE, increased area of effect to make it bigger. As you can see here, if I take it away, my Rightness Fire gets smaller. And have increased burn damage to do a little bit more damage against the enemy who come too close. And the auras I'm using, it is a Clarity, level 8, I don't need a higher. And Vitality, you need this extra life real. And Purity of Fire. And that's pretty much the most important gems you need. On auras, you pretty much must have Purity of Fire and Vitality. And that's pretty much it. The other things I have, it is my cost and damage taken setup. It is a Warlord's Mark with a cost and damage taken. I also have some faster attacks here and cost and critical strike. It's just the gems are leveling up. I'm using Whirling Blade to move around faster. And if I forget, I'm gonna do like that. I forget to do that. That is my main way of moving around. That's the reason I don't need the movement speed on my boots, because I can just use Whirling Blade to take me around and get out of bad situations. And that's pretty much it. Other things, other games is just something I'm leveling up. And that's pretty much it. It would be fun to use haste, but I can't do it in this build here. But I hope you guys like this build guide here. Tell me in the comment what you think about it. And thanks for watching everyone, and I see you guys next time.